Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Kiarza here, doing the Storytime story video for Dirkmans, and if you hear a lot of commotion in the background right now, that's rain. It is raining like crazy right now. Anyways, did you know the whole TV dad trope of don't touch the thermostat is a real thing? Yeah, you see, I didn't either until just recently. So you're probably wondering what that is, don't touch the thermostat, like usually it's the father of the family that freaks out if there's even the slightest adjustment done to the thermostat. You probably saw this reenacted in a movie called Back to the Future Part 2, where old Marty, he walks over to the thermostat. He's like, oh, what's this? Damn kids. And messes with the thermostat, because the kids are messing with the thermostat. And another one that did the same TV dad trope, well, this not being a TV and the other one being a movie, but anyways, you'll understand what I'm talking about here, was in Family Guy when Meg makes a slight adjustment to the thermostat and Peter just immediately knows something has changed with the temperature inside the house and just opens up the door. He's like, who touched the thermostat? And they kind of play on this in that episode where they have something else happen where like one of the other kids touches the thermostat and the next door neighbor opens the door to their house thinking that their thermostat went off, but he's registering the wrong thermostat, thing. It's kind of like, the thermostat's like connected to the TV dad or the movie dad, kind of thing. And I don't get it. I don't understand it at all, but it's just a weird thing. Okay, so how this happened, right, was the thermostat also controls not only the heat, but the air conditioner, okay? And if the air conditioner is just, if it's on, then the fan rattles. And it happens at night because the AC is even running at night too when it's cooler out. But as you know, heat rises. So the rooms that are lower down in the home stay colder, and then the ones that are up higher get hotter. So that's why the AC has to be on constantly, kind of like to regulate the temperature, all right? Now, it's not the cold, okay, that Dirk has difficulty sleeping with. What it is the fan noise. Because the cold doesn't really bother Dirk. As you know, Colton, cosplays as Princess Anna for TikTok, the cold never really bothered me. Wrong princess, it's Elsa, right? Anyway, it's the noise from the fan, okay? So at night, Dirkmans was going up and just turning off the fan, after everybody had fallen asleep. Just turns it off, okay? And then in the morning, whoever can just turn it back on again. It's not a big deal. Just if it's off, turn it back on. And now, it wasn't until recently that a new roommate had moved in and got irritated with the fact that they had to continue turning it back on after it had been turned off. Okay? Which, again, isn't a really big deal because when that person goes up to their room, they walk past the thermostat. So if the thermostat is off, turn it back on. It's that simple. It really is. It doesn't take that much time to do that. Just flip it on and when you walk them past. So since it became a problem, it got relayed to the landlord, okay, that there was an issue with people adjusting temperatures with the thermostat and things like that, that now there is a plastic case over the top of the thermostat. And you're probably wondering, what's a plastic case? Kind of like in an office building, or you'd see like in a dental office, where they've got, plastic case that's got a padlock on it that prevents anybody from opening up the case and then making adjustments to the thermostat. It's, in a way, kind of counterintuitive because of the fact there are, for whatever reason, ventilation slits in the sides of the plastic where anybody could just stick a nail file back up in there and just flick the switch with nail file to turn it on and off. I'm just saying, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. It doesn't really make much sense or even remedy the situation whatsoever. Because, like I said, you just turn it on and off with a nail file. But also it makes the home look a little bit unsightly. It also symbolizes distrust as well. Having that on there, it's like, oh, you can't agree on this. Okay, well, we're just gonna make it. We're gonna take away your privileges. Like that. If you want this adjusted, you're gonna have to get the person who's got the keys to make those adjustments for you. You know, rather than just being rational adults and try to figure this thing out and try to accommodate for each other's needs. Things of that nature. But anyways, you know, it is what it is. And at least recently, from what Dirk has been telling me, is that the fan does now show off before they go to bed. So that's not like a real big major issue at all. Anyways, but yeah, I just thought it was a ridiculous thing that we've confirmed now that the TV dad trope of don't touch the thermostat is an actual real thing. Thank you for that. Anyways, you know, these people just want to keep dishing out storytime content. Then by all means, gimme, because I love doing commentary on these videos. It's my thing. I enjoy it. I love it. Thank you, Dirk, for all your work and all your crazy stories. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. As always, stay safe out there. By the way, if you're not part of the Discord yet, there will be a link below, or at least there should be anyway this time, for the Discord. And if you want to drop fan art into the Discord fan art channel, you're more than welcome. You might see it featured in the future video. With that being said, this has been Kiarza, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.